Krystoff, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a proper English breakfast. Alrighty then, so the first things first, you're going to want to get your plates. You're going to want to get all your utensils and things like that that you might need. So we got our plate. You're definitely going to need a plate in this traditional English breakfast. You're going to need that to eat off of. We got a spoon here, just for any spoon situations that might come up. They do. And we got the cup for our tea. Now, that's most of the plates handled. We also need a pot. Or not a pot, but a pan. There it is. It's over there laying on the floor. So, go ahead and grab that. And we'll take it over here to our stove top. Alrighty then. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat on about halfway. Then you go ahead and just take your cup here and fill it about to where, you know, you feel like that's about how much tea that you want in the cup. The finished product will be about the same amount. So go ahead and just pour your water in your pan there. Let me turn this off now. That was creating quite a racket. Such rubbish. Alright, so that's our plates pretty much all set up here. Alright, now in preparation for making the tea, you're going to need your tea, your raisins, your salt and pepper, and most importantly your Hershey's chocolate syrup. So we're going to go ahead and take a tea bag out. There we go. Just grab it on out of there. Come on now. There we are. And the water's at a good temperature. Make sure you just kind of throw it along like it's on a little trip across the pan. Just, you know, skip it along freely through the water. I'm sorry. Skip it along, just like a little bird in a bird bath, getting its feathers wet. See, now that you've done enough tea bagging into this water, you're gonna go ahead and just leave it to sit about right in the middle. Leave your string hanging off. You don't want to get your string wet, because when you go to grab it, you might get your fingers wet and get other things wet in the process. And secondly, you're going to want to take some raisins. Go ahead and grab those. Now, with this, it's not so much of an exact number, more of just taste, you know, however you want to do it. Go ahead and just drop the raisins in there liberally. Diligently, very diligently. I like you know, a good little raisin spike in mine, so I go ahead and put about 20 or 30. Alright, now we got our raisins in there and our tea. You want to go ahead and take the pepper. Make sure you do the pepper first. This is very important. Alright, go ahead and sprinkle some of that in there. There we go. Alrighty. Then you take the salt. Now, I was to put the pepper on the other side. You don't want the salt and pepper to mix, otherwise you'll be essentially dividing by 0, and we all know what happens when you do that. So just make sure they don't touch. Go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. Alrighty then. Go ahead and take your tea bag again. Make sure you do this too, because you're going to want it to spread. You know, make sure everything has a good time limit to get all acquainted with itself in there. The natural chemistry of all this will take place while you're actually doing this for the second time. So in case anything looks weird at first about this, you know, you're gonna do this and it's kind of all just gonna come together. You're gonna understand what I'm saying. So keep that, leave it, you know, make sure it's drenched and it's got its little sack all wet. Now here's the fun part. You take your Hershey's chocolate syrup, you do one of these numbers to try to get the chocolate to come to the bottom. It might take a while. Okay. And open it up. And you're going to want to apply a very thin layer of the chocolate syrup into there. There we go. Alright, and see, we grabbed a spoon. This is one of those spoon type of situations I was telling you about. They do come up, so make sure you always have a spoon at the ready. Now this is the part where you take the chocolate and kind of just get it around in there to where it's more like a swampland inside the pan. Alright, it's looking very murky. It's about where we want it. Just, you know, gradually go about the pan, stir it, make sure the chocolate's all minced up within it. I don't think we'll need the spoon anymore, but we do know that spoon situations come up, so we'll keep it out. I would have put it away, but we'll keep it out for now. And just kind of keep the chemistry going and swirl the tea bag around a little bit more. There we go. Very good, very good. Alrighty then, and we can go ahead and take this tea bag and throw it away. And we essentially got our tea. We can go ahead and turn the heat off of the oven and go ahead and let it set for a second, let it cool. I had a cup a moment ago. Oh, there it is. Alright, still clean. And go ahead and grab a few ice cubes out of the old freezer. Go ahead and take those out. This is going to be very, very difficult to do with one hand, but it's alright though. We'll make it work. I'm going to have to set the camera down to get the ice cubes out. It's not going to work. Okay. Just go ahead and, you know, try not to struggle as much as I do to get the ice cubes out, and don't let the ice cubes stress you out. This is supposed to be a soothing, relaxing experience. You don't want to be all tense when you go in to make this English breakfast, especially when you go in to eat it. You can't eat the English breakfast with, you know, a tense mind, being stressed. Alright, so anyways, we got that in there. Go ahead and take our unit converter cup, a measurement cup as some call it. And now this is a very risky situation because most of it might not go in there, but we're going to pray and hope that it does. Alright, oh, it's going in there smooth. Smooth as a little baby bottom. If the raisins get in there, that's okay. You know, because they'll add to the flavor, to the overall mix of it. Alright, so we're just going to kind of stir it up in there. No need to really do too much of that. You've already done that mostly in the sacking process. We'll go ahead and just pour it in the cup here. And with the ice in there, it should settle and cool down in just a few. We'll let it do that. And we got our tea. Let's move on to the next step. Alright, so the second step in the cooking process, you're going to need 3 pieces of bread, your choice of butter, a pocket knife, and a butter knife. I've chosen honey butter spread as it is most delicious. And you're probably asking me, Krystoff, if you say you need 3 pieces of bread, then why you only got 2? Well, that's a very good question. Because what we got here is a little piece of toast. This is what's called a toast sandwich. You just take the toast and put it in the middle of the 2 pieces of bread. And from there, you're going to want to take your knife and start applying the bread. I'm going to set the camera down for this little part. Alrighty then, let's make sure we get a good angle on that. And you're pretty much just going to want to take, you know, your instrument and get it out from here. Oh wait, make sure you apply it onto the toast so that you know, you don't have any problems getting the spread onto there. I'm going to go ahead and just apply it very diligently, as well as you can do it. Now, the most crucial part to the toast sandwich is to really commit to the English breakfast and show full dedication to the meal itself. So what you're going to do is take your butter knife and you're going to want to make a very small incision on one of your fingers. It doesn't matter which finger, but you're going to take it. And this may take a while because I've only got a butter knife to do this with, but we'll go ahead and just start there. We'll just go ahead and keep going, and keep going, and we'll have to continue this. This may take just a moment. Alright, you see I began to make a small incision onto my finger here. Now this is the most crucial part to the breakfast sandwich here, because like I said, you're just going to want to fully commit to the English breakfast, otherwise it won't be done right at all. So you're going to want to take your wound and go ahead and just drip a little bit onto the sandwich itself. Make sure your blood gets on there evenly and nice. Alrighty then. Now that that's done, you go ahead and you just take your toast sandwich here. We got that done. Go ahead and put our spoon up there just in case of emergency later. And then we got a tea, which still hasn't cooled down yet, but you know, within the time that it takes you to do this, it should be cooled down at this point. All that's left to do now is enjoy it. Well, I do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video on how to prepare your traditional English breakfast and preparing it the right way. So all that's left to do now is enjoy our meal and how delicious it will be.